3, 2, 1.
Hate debate with format and Peter Shaheen. I was watching Rick and Morty yesterday, and that's a funny show.
Yeah, that's a good show. How are you, Peter?
I'm good, man. How you been? It's been a week.
It's been a whole week.
I'm actually surprised we even did this again. Like, knowing us two, we don't usually commit to things more than once.
We had at least 3 people listen to the first one.
We did. And
great.
honestly, hey, we're starting out strong.
And know what, folks? For you, we got better equipment. We have 2 microphones now.
You can hear us
We spent the
both.
last half hour trying to figure out how to record 2 microphones at the same time.
I didn't
Just
really
for
know
you.
how much.
Just because we love you all so much. All 3 of you who listened.
Hey, you know what? Those are the realest 3 people I know.
Indeed.
So thank you.
So, we are here. We got beer. Oh, no. I'm out of beer. And I need one. One's upstairs. Hold on. I'm going to pause the recording.
And we're back. He got his beer, so I think he's happy now.
I wonder if it actually counted the pause.
I don't know.
Looks like it did a little bit. All right.
Regardless, so we're sorry. We apologize.
Beer.
We're
This
still
is nice. I can pause whenever I want.
that, and we're still new to
I don't
this.
have to worry about bathroom breaks. I don't have to worry about whatever
things.
else I do. I don't know.
Stuff and things.
Ready for the sound, viewers?
That's a good beer.
Cracking a cold one with the boys.
Oh yeah. Dude, this is not 2017 anymore. We in 2018.
All right, we're already 2 minutes in. And we haven't talked about shit.
We
What
should get into
we
this.
talk
I feel like we're too happy right now. I want to get angry right now. You know what makes me angry? Video games. You know what's going on in the world of video games right now? Paragon shut down. What do you think of that?
I've never played it. Have you played it?
No.
What was it? I know it's on Epic Games. I always see it on the launcher.
It's basically like their other game right now compared to like Fortnite. It's like an Overwatch, a hero shooter.
Oh.
And that game crashed and
Is it
burned.
shut down now, or is it
They just I think they ended the service completely. It was but there's
been cool.
man, think about all the hero shooters that came out last year. We had Overwatch, Paragon, Lawbreakers, which I don't even fucking hear anything from.
Lawbreakers was fun. I played
That was
the
the game's developer, Cliff Blazinski, Mr. Gears of War guy.
Okay.
Cliffy B. I'm just saying, I love Cliffy B. He's a little
Gears of
controversial.
War needs to end. That is not a good
I
game.
think Gears of War should continue. Halo should end.
What?
Yes.
Halo is better than Gears of War.
No. Okay, wait. Halo was great, but now it's not. Gears of War can still evolve.
If we're talking storyline,
I had more-
shit, sure. Well, even then,
I had more fun with Gears of War 2 than I did Halo Reach. Halo 3 was
sure.
great.
Yeah, Halo 3 can't be beat.
But that's it. Like, I had more fun with Modern Warfare 2 than Halo 3.
Yeah, but I played a little bit of Gears 4 at your house, and like that 10 minutes of playing, I was like, I'm already over this game.
You got mad Gears of War. It's just
It's just every other third-person shooter.
It's not though.
It really is.
It's not though. It kind of innovated on the third-person shooter, and I think
How? Show your work.
the cover system. Every third-person shooter
Splinter
really.
Cell.
No, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same because you need
pretty similar.
You need to.
It's more fast-paced,
That's a stealth
I'll give you
game,
that.
though. That's a stealth game. Gears of
Yeah,
War,
I'll
it's you
give you that.
constantly
It was more
moving, jumping, cover to
more,
cover.
fast-paced, but
And we're talking about the satisfaction of kills you get with Gears of War. When using the Nasher, getting close up, shotgunning somebody, or even sawing them in half with the chainsaw, the Lancer, there's no better feeling.
I will admit that the animations are great. I love seeing a chainsaw go through one of the, what are they called, bugs or something?
The Locust.
Locusts.
And you can't hate on the one-liners like, revive me, or fuck yeah, Dom. Shit was awesome. It was just like these jacked up manly men.
Peter checking in with the impressions, everyone.
Hey, that's my
Good
Marcus
job.
Phoenix. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Coltrane, baby, woo!
But, like, you know there's somebody out there that's taking those games serious. Like, they think it's the coolest thing in the world.
Definitely. I always hated their feet. They're so big, you know? It's like, I get there's their
As
armor,
human beings, they're just
but they're just
too
big, juicy men.
And, like, their veins are popping out of their skin.
And like Gears of War, they try to add like emotion to the story. I was just not feeling it. Like it's hard to take it serious, but it's a fun game.
So if you, multiplayer, you probably vote on Gears of War, but what about single player?
I always loved Halo campaigns more. If we're talking Halo and
If we're doing Halo versus Gears of War.
I love Halo campaigns a lot more.
Even the newer ones?
I don't like Halo 4 much. I'm not gonna lie. Anything before, I loved Reach's story. I think more than the multiplayer. Like,
You know which
just-
one I liked? Unpopular opinion, ODST.
I loved ODST.
It was cool.
I think it was great, but it was not worth $60.
Know what ODST was? It was the Rogue One of Halo.
You know what Halo ODST was? Just a way for Bungie to make more money to invest into Halo Reach. They're like, oh shit, we need some extra cash. What
Didn't
should
it
we
come
do?
before Halo Reach?
It did. So they needed the extra cash from that game to make money. Though I remember I pre-ordered Halo
They
ODST.
needed the extra cash.
Hey man, I don't know.
No.
They needed to invest.
It's Halo.
They just wanted the extra money, the paycheck. I like Halo ODST because you let you play as Sergeant Johnson.
No, know what it was? ODST came out before the DLC craze, and that was like an expansion pack. That's what ODST was
Yeah,
for Halo
it was.
3.
Because
was it $60 at launch? I thought it wasn't.
It was $60 and it came with the Halo 3 multiplayer disc.
What?
Basically, it was because ODST didn't have them online except for the firefight mode, like the horde mode. And then if you want to play Halo 3 online from the ODST game, it came with a second disc that you had to plug in, which was just Halo 3, but it's online.
Doesn't Xbox 360 seem so long ago?
It is.
That's crazy.
That was my first
That
modern
came out
console.
2005. 13 years ago.
I love the
like,
360.
A little less because it came out in November.
It's crazy how successful the 360 was compared to like the Xbox One. You know, you look at the differences. Xbox was dominating the first half of the console life, and then when the Xbox One came out,
gaming is coming back. Like, I think that's the issue: is who's going to buy an Xbox when you can get the games anywhere on PC and get a better experience?
The Xbox Game Pass that we discussed last week.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was available on PC too. That's insane to me.
Yeah, you were.
That blows my mind.
Why would I get that? Why would I get that for $10 a month? Sea of Thieves. We want that game.
It's just crazy the fact that it's on PC though. Like, do they not want to sell Xbox Ones anymore?
Only if it's a game. What's it called? Play Anywhere. Yeah, if it's a Play Anywhere title, right. Then you can use it on PC.
Because on Xbox One, it's gonna have a lot of third-party software too.
Yeah, and that's not gonna be included. But $10 a month.
What are they? I don't know what they're thinking. I don't get it.
I think this is the last Xbox console.
I don't know, man. They put Phil Spencer as the head of Microsoft's gaming and what's the word I'm looking for? Research, I guess. I don't know. They put him at the head of Xbox gaming, and there's a reason for that. He sits on boardroom meetings now. They're focusing more on Xbox more than they should. I heard
that the One X isn't selling that well.
I don't know. Did you hear the rumors of how they want to buy EA and Valve?
It's not going to happen. Well, it might happen with EA.
Did you Microsoft is a rich company. You know, they can buy anything out.
Valve already responded saying
it's not
going to happen.
They bought Minecraft out, though. What's stopping them from buying PUBG Corp? I mean, they would have a partnership.
They can buy out for sure.
Why not EA then?
You know what? I don't mind that. Because, what has Microsoft done to screw anybody over? When's the last time Microsoft had the loot box kind of backlash?
I think the Microsoft Minecraft deal is fantastic because there's still a lot of Minecraft on other consoles. Nintendo actually posted a trailer not too long ago, or a tweet how you can play as Master Chief and on Nintendo console. That's exciting because Master Chief is, I guess, skin for Minecraft. That's awesome that they're cool with that.
Yeah, but
you don't see Sony tweeting something like that though.
Here's the problem: you have Microsoft buy out this big company, and then it becomes like EA. The reason why EA is how EA is now is because they bought out all this shit. They bought BioWare. They bought all these other companies, and they ruined everything.
If Microsoft did buy out EA, what about the games like FIFA and Madden? Will those be exclusive? Because I don't think they could. Because
I don't think
they have a deal with the organizations.
No, it's not going to work.
But games like Mass Effect maybe could be exclusive. Games could
again,
the new Dragon Age. That's BioWare, right? So that's EA.
Yeah, those used to be exclusive. Mass Effect 1 was.
I don't know.
I think the first Dragon Age was Xbox exclusive. I think.
I don't know.
But no, that's not how it's going to work. How it's going to work is it's going to be like what Sony did with whatever company it was. They bought out a gaming company, but it's a multi-platform gaming company. And it's going to be like that. Microsoft isn't going to buy them out and then not sell them on all consoles because they're not going to get the money. It's better to be a multi-platform game. The only reason games, especially third-party, are ever first-party games... Not first-party games, but on exclusive console, is simply because Microsoft or Sony gave them a bunch of money to do that.
Well, we got From Software. Bloodborne's a PlayStation exclusive. The new teaser for the game.
Sony gave them a bunch of money.
That's it, yeah. But look at Dark Souls and so on. I want to go back to the Xbox One X real quick and why it's not selling.
All right.
Because it's a stronger console, right? Do you think that's enough to sell a console having better graphics?
No. See, here's the issue.
Because you're a big graphic guy. That's the thing.
I'm a huge graphics
So, as a graphic guy, what's stopping you from getting an Xbox One X? Besides the PC. I don't want to look at PC as...
But that is a factor, and I'll tell you why. Because the One X has, a $600 price point in Canada? Something like that? I think it's $599 here. Mm-hmm. for $600, you can build a better PC than what it's offering. Maybe not right now because of crypto mining, but
what about the convenience of just the convenience of consoles? You know, you just buy a console, you put in your disc.
Convenient? My PC is pretty convenient.
I like to think so, because a lot of people can't really afford a $2,000 PC.
You don't have to get a $2,000 PC though.
A $600 PC isn't compared to a $600 console. You know.
I don't know.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
If you build it,
can people? It's not. Again, that's the convenient part. People don't have the time or money to build a computer.
Yes, but like at the end of the day, is the One X that much better than the?
My thing is, you look at the Switch compared to the One X, a console that's inferior in graphics and it's doing so much better.
Gameplay.
But it's doing so much better. I read an article the other day asking if the Switch has already won the console race, and that's crazy to think. It's not even in its first year yet.
I don't think it did.
I don't think so either. I think
the hype is too.
That's too early. It's too early to judge. But
well, not only that, name one.
My thing is just that games that look better doesn't always mean it's better. You know what I mean? It's
yes, it does.
I don't think so.
Yes, it does.
No.
When you play video games, you play video games to be immersed in the game.
I play video games for entertainment, not to be immersed.
No, that is the silliest thing I've ever heard.
How's that silly?
Okay, I guess it depends. Like when you play Mario, you're not trying to be immersed in the world. But you're going to tell me when you play Breath of the Wild,
right?
You're doing that for immersion. You want to feel like you're
playing Breath of the Wild
for
immersion. I'm playing for the adventure, for the story.
And you want to be immersed in the story and adventure.
And you can be without. You don't need like HD realistic graphics to be immersed in the story.
No, you don't need
story.
HD
it's
realistic.
Good storytelling.
But Zelda had great graphics because they're grass.
Oh, here we go. The grass. If anyone wants to know, this guy loves fucking grass in games. I don't think it's important.
There's nothing worse.
Graphics are nice to add to a game, but they're not necessary to make a game better. In no case.
Yes, it does.
There are plenty of games that have terrible graphics but great gameplay and are fantastic. But then you look games that look fantastic but play terribly. There's a difference.
So you're telling me if Breath of the Wild had PS1 textures, that wouldn't decrease from the game?
I think because of the way it plays and the things that you can do, I don't think it matters.
So if it had PS1 textures, you'd be like, this game's great. It's the next.
Okay, if it had PS1 textures and releasing in 2018, that's a problem. But who knows? Maybe that was just the vision they had for it. I don't think it decreases the gameplay.
I'm not saying that if a game's bad, graphics make it better. But a good game is better with
my
better
point
graphics.
Yeah, I agree there, but my point is a game that looks fantastic isn't always going to be great. Look at look at Mass Effect Andromeda. It looks fun. It looks great, but that game did not play well. It got a lot of hate.
No, that's the opposite. What are you talking about? The reason why it got so much hate was because of the
glitchy.
graphics.
It was glitchy.
No, the facial animations. Remember that whole fiasco?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you want to tell me graphics don't matter?
Well, look at LA Noire. It had great facial recognition, and that game played well.
And it was great.
Yeah, that game was fun. But I'm saying Andromeda sucked.
That was one of the big selling points of LA Noire was it had this new graphics thing where it had
bad point. That was a bad point, man.
That was a bad point.
But I'm just trying to say
I'm winning this debate. I hope you know that right now.
No.
All the listeners know I'm winning this debate.
No. Because I think everyone can agree. I think everyone can agree is that graphics don't make a game better.
Yes, it does.
They don't. It helps a game.
The 2 points you just made. No. The 2 points you just The 2 points you just made right now have been LA Noire, which a selling point was the facial animations, which immersed you. I
just want to point out about LA Noire, the company who made that game, the developer, I think it was Rockstar. I forget which one. It was like it was a subdivision of Rockstar. They shut down after LA Noire came out. It didn't sell well.
It didn't sell well. You're right.
It was fun, but it wasn't like top notch like GTA or Red Dead Redemption.
But that was because people don't really care about adventure games anymore. Like that kind of.
It was an adventure game. What do you mean?
It was.
It was a sandbox game.
It was a huge callback.
Compared to Grand Theft Auto, it was nothing though.
Did you play it?
It was a little bit. I remember I rented it.
Yeah, it was. It had the sandbox. You're right, but it definitely played like a point and click adventure, like those old ones, like Escape from Monkey Island stuff, where it had the action and shit, but that was terrible. Like the gunplay was not good, but you talk to a lot of people, you solve puzzles.
Well, it's all about facial, like the facial recognition, right? It's all back to that, like just seeing who's lying and all.
And that wouldn't be possible without.
It looked
graphics.
good. It's not really graphic though. It's more tech than anything. Like. The game still looked kind of blurry. That's why they re-released it recently. I mean, for its time, it looked fine, I guess.
It looked great for its time. That was probably the best looking game.
But I'm saying, look at games look at indie games. They don't look great. I mean, they're like little, sprite art, but they don't need to be HD graphics.
I'm not a huge indie gamer. I don't like indie games that much.
You said last week you love Super Meat Boy.
Okay, I do like a couple.
You know, and there's that.
Super Meat Boy, Star Valley. Wait,
Stardew
Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Hey, coming from a guy who loves No Man's Sky, that game was ugly.
I don't love No Man's Sky.
You were on No Man's Sky so hard, and it was so satisfying to see how much you hated it.
Oh, that was so disappointing.
Every day this kid talked about at work. He's like, No Man's Sky is gonna be the greatest game ever. I'm like, Matt, take it easy. It's not gonna be that good. And look what happened.
I wouldn't believe it.
Look at what happened. What's his name? Sean Murray?
Sean Murray.
Fucking Sean Murray.
It's better now, though. They did a lot of updates. If anybody bought it at release and they want to check it out now, it's a lot better. They've added a lot of crap.
That game left a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
Oh, man. I'm still so upset about that. And the worst part was, after they did all these updates and stuff, everybody praised them. And they were like, oh, look at them. They didn't give up on this game. It's like, I already sold my game back to EB Games. I lost like $40 when I gave it back. You can't praise them for making a good game after everybody gave you the money.
Yeah, and just like how much they were hyping it. He was on like Stephen Colbert, for God's sakes, hyping the game up. That's insane to think about.
Oh, that brings back
an indie game developer on a fucking talk show night.
Yeah, but you can't really consider that an indie game because it was published by Sony.
Yeah, but it was what, like a team of 13, 14 people?
I think that's what went wrong with it, was Sony was pushing them, because they had that huge flood in the studio.
Sorry, I don't know, it just came to my mind. You see the new CD Projekt Red game? Cyberpunk?
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh my god, I'm excited for that.
You haven't even played The Witcher 3. You don't know why you're excited.
This game looks even cooler.
You want to talk about why graphics make a better game?
So we're talking Breath of the Wild versus Witcher 3. Witcher 3 looks better, right?
Witcher 3 plays better, too.
No, it doesn't. Breath of the Wild is a better game.
Breath of the Wild
is a better game. I don't have to.
Yes, you do. You can't say that. You can't say, I don't have to play it.
Hey, I'm Matt. I don't watch wrestling. I can judge wrestling. I can judge Witcher 3 if I want. No. That game, you know why? Because that game seems boring to me. I watch trailers. I watch cutscenes. It looks boring. Breath of the Wild is actually exciting.
Have you ever watched Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh my god, I can't even argue this with you. It's basically Game of Thrones a game. It's that good of a story.
I don't do fantasy medieval, except for Zelda. I don't really do that kind of genre.
See, Zelda was disappointing to me because
no way.
The story wasn't great. Why was it a good story?
I think it was just the mystery of like what happened 100 years ago. Like I want to find out what led to this point where Link is
right
awakened.
Away. Ganon just destroyed everything. It was told to you right away.
No, because you unlock those cutscenes explaining what happened, leading to like how did Link just pass out? Like where's all these other heroes that were around?
Did you ever even find that out? Did you even finish the game?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Pretty recently, actually. It was a time.
That's why I talked to you.
It was time. Well, I'm bad at video games. I play one game for a minute and then I'm like on to a new one. But because Odyssey came out pretty recently too.
I guess don't tell me what happened, but like, is it satisfying at least?
No.
See? Right there. And you want to call it a 10 out of 10 game.
I think the ending was nice. It was really bittersweet. It was the final boss I wasn't too crazy about. It was just kind of lackluster.
That's pretty much every Zelda game, though.
Wind Waker's final boss was great. Twilight Princess' final boss was pretty cool. Hell,
it's cool, but
Ocarina of Time, the greatest video game of all time.
It never matches the hype.
Ocarina of Time, the greatest game of all time. That's one of the great boss fights.
The greatest game of all time, but yes, it's up there.
What's your favorite game of all time?
That's a tough.
That's a hard one. That's a curveball right there.
You know what? I'm gonna say Counter-Strike Go.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Mario 64.
Great game.
I think that's better.
For you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But you hate old games.
See, but that was the first ever modern game to me. Like, that's not an old game.
It is old now.
If that game came out with modern day graphics, it would still be great.
20 years old now? 1997? Jesus.
No, it was before that. It was 1995. It's 22.
No, 97. 97.
We gotta look this
Because
up.
95 would have been Super Nintendo era still. Maybe in Japan. I think so.
I think maybe 96 actually.
I think 96 or 96. I think the N64 came out in the States in 97. But I don't know about Japan.
Definitely not 97.
1996. Yeah. Fuck me. That's old.
22 years old that game is.
Jesus Christ. And it still holds up.
It's old enough to drink in America.
But that's a game right there. Ugly ass game. Maybe
for the time.
For the time.
Oh,
for the
no,
time it was okay.
Beautiful.
But people are still playing it to this
But that's
day.
what I'm saying. Okay, see, like, with that point, you're...
Oh, yeah. That's what I like to hear. See, graphics don't define a game. It's about the gameplay, about the memories, of the... You can still pick up a classic game and have fun.
But if that game came out today with those graphics, are you going to tell me you wouldn't be like, what the fuck?
It wouldn't, though. Look at Odyssey. Odyssey looks great.
Odyssey's beautiful.
But compared to like games like Witcher 3, it's not the same like.
Although I will admit, Odyssey looked really ugly in the second level with the dinosaur and stuff. When they tried to do the hyper realistic graphics, yuck. Yuck.
It fit the style for the game. They can't go too realistic.
What was,
right? It's a
what was
cartoon.
the beach level?
Ooh, put me on the spot. I don't remember the name.
That made me so upset for the simple fact that they could have had any kind of sunshine reference there.
There wasn't there? Wasn't there?
No.
I thought there was.
And like you get, I'm not going to give spoilers, but you get to go back to a certain level, but you don't get to go back to Isle Delfino. That's all I want in my life.
Man, but no, that certain level you go back to was completely worth it.
Not really. I was
speaking of Mario 64, that felt appropriate. Why would you want to go back to
way
Sunshine?
to give that away, Peter.
I didn't give anything away.
Speaking of Mario 64, talking about
hey,
callbacks.
I'm just saying, Mario 64. Yes, you go back to the castle, whatever. I don't care.
But they don't do the interiors. They could have at least done the interiors.
I wish they made it a little bit bigger.
Here's all I would have asked for.
But if you go to the rooftop, you still got the same thing from Mario 64.
Here's all I would have asked for that was you didn't do the entire interior. That's fine. But in the original Mario 64, you go into the castle entrance and then they have those locked doors and they have doors everywhere. Why didn't they just make those and not let you go in? Why couldn't they recreate it faithfully?
So there are other ways. I don't know how much you play, but if you go, okay, we're talking spoilers now. I just told you.
Yeah, skip ahead if you don't want to hear about Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. You go to the Mushroom Kingdom basically at the end, and
you already gave that away. You didn't have to.
So I said castle. I didn't say mushroom, but you get to explore the whole Mushroom Kingdom, which is awesome. But
it's not the same.
You can sort of no. You can go to the courtyard with all the booze. Have you done that?
Huh?
The courtyard with all the booze. You can go there.
Yeah, I did see that.
And there's other entrances. They just leave the boss fights.
That was a good one, actually. That
was really neat. I was like, and they saw the L
but
is
it didn't lead up,
L is real 2041.
How much better would it have been if it was like Mario 64 when you walk down that huge hallway and there's a boo and it just runs away from you? That would have hit me right in the feels.
That shit scared me as a kid. Seeing that boo for the first time.
Mario 64, that level, the boo level, whatever it was called,
Haunted Mansion,
that music stays with me. And
you
that's
remember the
creepiest music.
Remember the piano?
See, that didn't affect me too bad.
That shit scared them.
But the music, it was like, oh my god, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Yuck.
That was a great game. But yeah, graphics are fine. Just they don't make a game better.
They do.
Gameplay over graphics. Any day.
No.
Gameplay over.
So anyway.
Whoa.
I watched a bit of wrestling.
Did you?
It's fucking stupid.
You did not watch. Hey, you know what? I was on Discord with you. You watched like 5 minutes worth.
I couldn't watch anymore
because you're not giving it a chance.
It was so bad.
No. Here's a new rule. I'm gonna sit you down. We're gonna watch a match called Tables, Ladders, and Chairs from WrestleMania 17. It's about a 20-minute match. It contains 3 tag teams. We're gonna watch it, and you're gonna love it.
You know way
it's
too
not too much. What is? I'm on this stuff. What does age have to do with anything? That's fucking bullshit. It's a bullshit argument. You know that.
All right. So if a 22-year-old was watching Barney,
wrestling is not compared to Barney. What the fuck? Barney is made for fucking young kids.
I don't know. I remember watching WWF and WCW.
You're telling me
as a 5-year-old.
You're telling me those are you can watch it, but that's not probably recommended. You're seeing guys getting fucking hit in the head with a chair.
I still remember daycare. I played N64 with my friends. They had an N64. You can't do that anymore in daycare. But they had a WCW game, and every time I scrolled down, I was always Goldberg. And I still thought it was stupid back then.
Fuck that.
It was not good.
Awesome. We're gonna sit you down.
And know what you said?
What?
You said that they don't over sexualize the women anymore. And
not
what I watched was over sexualized women.
No, not at all, man.
Not to be a social justice warrior or anything, but like they were wearing like freaking bras.
That's a training bar. That's what they would wear.
I want to see big burly girls.
There's Nia Jax. Look her up. She's a big burly girl.
I'm not gonna look her up.
Look her up.
Oh god, you're looking.
Look her up. Look her up. Nia Jax. She's big. She's actually related to the Rock. And speaking of, look at her. She's strong, man.
See she's not over sexualized.
No,
either.
none of them really are. It's not like back in like 2000.
It's like I'm not against sexualizing men and women on television. That's whatever. But at the same time, that's a cheesy amount of over sexualizing.
I just think
it's just like it's obvious.
Give it another. We're gonna watch one match. I think it's gonna turn you. But you have to sit down and watch it all, and just like enjoy it for what it is.
I can't sit down for that long.
You do have to wear a wrestling shirt for a weekend out.
We don't know that yet.
confirmed by Good Morning America, Han Solo trailer. I don't know if you guys know, but we made a bet that the Han Solo trailer will come out by this Monday. We're recording on the February 3rd, so basically by the 5th.
Okay, but
what?
and we're gonna let the comments decide. You said if they release a trailer by Monday.
So by Monday includes Monday.
Now, my viewpoint on this.
No, I talked to somebody yesterday about this, and they said by Monday includes the Monday.
Well, all right. So my viewpoint on this is if you say I'm gonna be at your house by 3 o'clock, or if this comes on TV by 3 o'clock, then I win.
No,
now you said
3 o'clock. That counts
so
basically 3 o'clock to 3:59.
We'll let the comments decide.
I think I won.
I have to remind you guys that whoever loses, if I lose, I just have to wear a wrestling shirt. Not that big of a deal. If Peter loses, he has to wear a picture of my face on his shirt.
Don't let that sway you.
So which winning do you want to see more?
I'm just saying. I mean, to be fair, the trailer hasn't even came out yet, so I don't know why we're talking about this.
That's what we're saying. Like, we don't know for sure.
I'm worried about this trailer, dude. I think it's gonna... The fact the movie comes out in May and we're finally... Like, do you think it's gonna end with a thing like December 2018? Like a little delay?
I don't even want it to come out. Like, I'm Star Wars out. It's not even like I think it's gonna be a bad movie. I do think it's gonna be a bad movie. But are you a little bit Star Wars out?
There's a bit too much coming out lately. The fact you go to a grocery store and there's Star Wars on your fucking oranges, you can't escape it anymore. Disney is milking the fucking cow.
I'm surprised they haven't come out with blue milk yet. Like, I'm surprised.
Holy shit, that's gonna sell money right there.
And all they have to do is like make it blueberry flavored. I'd drink it. It'd be like
it's like yolk.
It'd be like a
it's
yolk.
Like yolk.
Yeah.
Give me yolk.
It's a money idea. Let's
not bad. Get to Disney.
But I'm just super Star Wars out.
Yeah.
And like, remember our hype? Remember me and you?
Rogue One was a great story.
You came out of episode 7 with tears in your eyes because you were just so happy. And now it's just like it's.
You saw me outside of episode 8. You and I were raging outside.
Oh, we were so mad.
But we had this discussion last week.
We're not going to talk about it.
We don't want to bore people with Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars. Just we love it. It's just it's a love-hate thing.
But yeah, remember the hype of going into episode 7, and now it's the Assassin's Creed.
Dude,
movies.
I had dreams. I had dreams about 2 months in advance, like, I'm going to see Star Wars.
And it met my expectations. I came out of that theater happy.
I was happy. We talked so much about that movie.
That was a good movie.
We kind of spoiled it for the people waiting in lines.
Me and Peter were standing outside after watching the movie. Not even outside. We were standing probably 3 feet outside the theater that we just came out of. And we were like, what did you think about Han Solo dying?
There were just a bunch of people just turned their head like, what?
It was a total accident, but we're still the biggest douchebags on earth.
Yeah, I feel pretty bad for that.
Yeah, I feel bad to this day. We ruined movies for many people.
We ruined a lot. We ruined a lot for people. I'm sorry. We're both kind of drunk right now.
What do you think of my poster, by the way?
I like it.
Not my poster, but my picture.
It's the room we're sitting in right now is Star Wars themed. So.
There is 6 Star Wars stickers. They look like spray paint all over my wall, and then I have a huge Star Wars plaque.
I'm in love, actually.
It's a good room.
Star Wars. Hey, round of applause for Star Wars.
You know what I want to do? I want to tell you what I'm going to do. Do you remember as a kid those glow in the dark stickers?
Yeah.
The fucking
like the LED
the
lights.
Stars. Like,
you
pasted them on the ceiling and stuff. I want to do that all over the
dude.
So it looks like a scrolling wheel.
I had a Pokemon one like that for my windows. It was like Ash, Pikachu, Brock, and Mid.
Speaking of Pokemon, know what memory I had the other day?
What?
Do you remember? You're younger than me, so you're old enough to maybe go. But when I was 5 in Detroit, there was Pokemon Live that came to the Fox Theater, and
I do know Pokemon Live. I've never went though.
I went twice, and it was the stupidest thing in the world. But I don't know if it was canon, but they made Giovanni Ash's dad.
What? What?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, it was in Pokemon Live. It's
Giovanni
canon.
was Ash.
I still have a lightsaber. They gave lightsabers.
Why would they give lightsabers to?
You
have that still?
Yeah,
it's a relic, sir. Bring that over next time, please.
I should. I have to dig that out. I hope my dad didn't throw it away.
Giovanni is Ash's dad. I do not accept that whatsoever.
Also, speaking of Pokemon, want to hear the most heartbreaking story you're going to hear this week? As a kid, I had hundreds of Pokemon cards, and probably a lot that would be worth a lot of money one day. My mom went and gave it to my little cousin when he was 4. All my Pokemon cards. She was like, I thought he would like it.
Fuck.
I was like 13 or 14 when she told me that, and I was like...
To this day, I don't have my...
burp, but...
To this day, I don't have my Yu-Gi-Oh cards anymore. I have the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's a different topic. I still have my Pokemon cards. I got the holographic Charizard, sir. Still. Though, I was going to sell it because it's worth a lot of money, apparently.
Is it? Because I had like 2.
That motherfucker has the tiniest fucking rip in the corner, and I can't. It's worth nothing.
Know what I had? And I don't even know it would be worth anything, but I still think it's the coolest card in the world. Pokemon the first movie. First day of going to theaters, they gave away the Mew cards.
Can we talk about this real quick? Remember Burger King when they had the golden Pokemon cards?
I have all
like
of
those.
them.
I still have the fucking Mewtwo.
I have
ones.
all of them.
What do you mean? So you have them all? Like still?
I have all of them.
Can I see them?
Not here, but
Can you bring them next time?
I can ask my
Do you have any of the Pokeballs that like open up still when you hit the button?
They're all in there still.
Stop.
I swear on my
You
life.
know, no, you're fucking lying to
I
me.
swear on my life.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Actually, I think I took a couple of them away because I actually pretended they were Pokeballs.
Hey, no, hey, please, though, honestly, if you have any left, please show me because I would love.
I wonder how much
Those are a fucking throwback.
You know what I had too? I don't remember. It was back at McDonald's. They had the Inspector Gadget toys, and you could put them all together and make a huge Inspector Gadget. I had the whole thing.
Listen, no, we don't get Happy Meals anymore. We're older, obviously, but
I would love to.
when you order food, you look at the toys. They don't look as fun or appealing, you know.
That's
It just you don't.
toys.
They kind of just sit there now.
Have you gone to like the toy section of any store and seen what Beyblades have turned to?
I work customer service on weekends at Walmart, and I see what like the kids are buying or return and all. I don't get this shit anymore. I'm sure it comes with age, obviously. It's just
Beyblades don't have metal anymore.
Beyblades was my shit. Remember the arenas back in the day? Just
They were the
litter
coolest
rips.
thing. They're still cool. I don't
They
care
are.
what anybody
Those are
says.
fun,
if you
man.
could find like an old style one with the actual metal and stuff, like you would. Did you ever, as a kid, stick your finger while the
Shit
Beyblade was
hurts.
spinning? And it
Shit
would hurt.
hurts.
It would cut right
I
through your
remember my
skin.
one buddy had the ring, and I felt so bad. Like he got a brand new Beyblade, like one of those big giant ones, and I had one too, and we versed, and it broke his. Mine was like a cheap Dollarama one that was like really sharp, so that sucked.
All right, let's switch the subject.
Yeah, we're already 30 minutes deep. Holy shit, we have
People are gonna hate this talk, and let's switch the subject. Let's talk rap
rap, eh?
now.
Can we take a quick break, Aru?
Yeah, we can. We learned how a pause button
We'll be
works.
right back after this message. And we're back. We're sorry about that again. We're not all there right now. I guess we're kind of drunk. But you said hip hop before or rap.
I did.
We want to talk about rap. I love rap.
I know you do. And this is where we differ a lot. Is
Okay.
you're an old school hip hop head.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And
I like it.
I am a modern hip hop guy, and we have this argument all the time. So I'm like, let's do this on the microphone.
We want to
What's
talk
better?
old school. Okay. First thing. What you consider old school?
Tupac, Biggie.
So
NWA.
I want to talk to you.
We're talking like 80s to 95.
Okay. I consider old school like 2003 and back.
No.
During the crunk era.
No.
Because
2003.
for me, modern rap right now, like the 2007 and after, just sucks, man.
I'll give you that. They're separate eras, but I would not group rap from 85 in the same group as.
It's not fair. There's a different age, like golden age, and then there's like the gangster age, I guess you could call it. And
Let's talk 80s, 85 to 95.
I want to talk about this. Rakim, the rapper Eric B and Rakim,
Yep.
two of the greatest. Eric B, one of the greatest producers. Rakim, one of the greatest lyricists. And you don't listen to them enough. As a rap fan,
You've made me listen to them in the car.
and you don't why I don't get what you don't enjoy about them compared to new school rappers that don't really talk about shit.
To me, it's the beat. I hate.
You're telling me
old school
Eric?
beats.
What?
I
There's
hate
so
old
much
school
more to
beats.
them. What do you mean? They're fun to dance to, and they go with the flow
A couple
better.
are like you give me California Love and
That's like a mainstream. Like I want to talk an old school. I want to talk like Grandmaster Flash, some fucking Ice-T, you know, NWA before Pac era.
I don't like it.
Why though?
I just don't.
Why?
It's the beats are simplistic. It's just kind of
They're not
drums.
simplistic at all. No, they're not. If you consider the beats are simplistic, at least the lyrics are at least fucking, you know, top notch compared to what we have today, where it's Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Okay, like that
Is that what you
a
consider-
category of its own? That
Well,
stuff
what
is
kind of modern
terrible.
rap do you like then?
Like Kendrick Lamar,
I like
Schoolboy Q,
He's great too.
but I would put them above a lot of classic rap.
You would put Kendrick and Schoolboy Q above Pac, Biggie, and Rakim.
Pac and Biggie are two rappers, and you're not allowed to use them every time we have this argument.
They're old school rappers.
Yeah, but okay.
They changed the game for a reason.
Okay, so I understand that, but like that's like bringing up Eminem. Like, of course they're not as good. Like, of course they're not as good as Tupac. Of course.
There's a reason for that, because they're just better, and they're better for their time.
Tupac is the best no matter what time period you put him in, though. Like, he's not. He's an old school rapper.
I'm gonna say this right now. It's controversial. You ready?
Yeah.
I think Rakim is better than Pac and Biggie. For his time. He's gonna be...
No.
You gotta listen to Rakim. Man, he was ahead of his time.
Tupac...
He was big in the 80s. And
I'll say he's better than Biggie, because I don't like Biggie that much, but...
Excuse me?
I don't like Biggie that much.
Excuse me?
Biggie wasn't that good.
What?
He rapped like Barney.
Oh, don't fucking start this Barney bullshit again. What's up with you and Barney today?
Dinosaur.
First fucking we're talking Barney. What's up with you and Barney? No.
I love Barney.
Notorious B.I.G. He's my favorite rapper. I mean, I know I just said Rakim was better, but I love Notorious B.I.G. He's my favorite rapper of all time.
You're telling me he's better than Tupac?
That's a whole different argument. I'm not... Like, they're both fantastic. Those three alone are the kings of rap in my eyes. And Eminem including.
Yeah, but the difference is...
How do you not like Biggie,
the
though?
Kendrick Lamar of the 90s. He was...
No, I would say Kendrick Lamar is a Tupac of the 2000s.
I mean, yeah.
But Biggie was there for the fun, and he was there to make fun music, great music.
Yeah, he was like 50 Cent.
That's not fair. The fact that Biggie got the acclaim he's gotten with just one album while he was alive and one album while he died, that says so much compared to Tupac. Tupac about, what, 7 albums before he died?
Eminem's better than both of them.
Nah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's hard to discuss. Eminem, Eminem was like really...
I put him on a level with
Is
Tupac.
it weird to... He kind of is the greatest rapper of all time, but it's hard to say he is the greatest rapper of all time.
It's really hard because like a lot of his rhymes are just controversial for the sake of being controversial.
But he's like...
But he's the best.
He is kind of the best.
It's hard. I don't know why.
Well,
exactly.
I don't like saying he's the best. There's part of me that
I know why you think that, because Eminem today is not the Eminem of the days past.
2010 Eminem like past, like it's not the same.
And you like Not Afraid? I don't think it's a good song.
Not Afraid is fun. Like I like the Relapse album. No, I'm sorry, Recovery. Relapse wasn't that.
You know what the issue is? Here's the issue. Here's why Tupac is more highly regarded, and why maybe I should redact my statement and say that Tupac's better than Eminem, is because Tupac changed his subject matter all the time.
Yeah.
Eminem rapped about the same shit over and over again, but had different words.
Okay, I'm gonna get controversial again. I love Tupac. Wasn't he sort of a hypocrite though, of like what he was rapping about compared to how he portrayed himself in a way? Like
they all
listen to his older stuff compared to his like stuff before he died with like Death Row. And I get it, he was with Death Row, so he had to change his image just a bit. But he was not rapping about the same
came from
thing.
the hood though. Like
he went to I don't know. There's a lot of shit that came out. Like he went to a private school.
No, there was some real things. Like
now,
Mom was a crackhead.
Biggie was a real crack dealer though. He came from the hood. He went to a private school too, I think though.
That's what to say. They all fake it to a degree.
They have to, right?
Eminem wasn't even from Detroit. He's from Warren.
Well,
he's north of 8 Mile, and
I feel like
lived in Detroit.
He probably went through some shit as a white rapper coming up.
He probably got bullied and all that stuff. Like, I would say he's the most legit rapper, actually. Now that I think about it, I can't. He doesn't talk about being hard.
I want to go back to Tupac real quick because I feel bad for bringing that up. Like, okay, right. I'm not a really hypocrite thing. My thing with Tupac was he's a great rapper, great message. I just think he worked so much, right? And I appreciate, like, I love the fact that he was a hard worker. But I think he worked so much.
Talking about him like you're his boss.
I think
you're a manager.
I think he worked so much that he has a lot of tracks that just sound so similar, or they kind of. Yes, man. Yes, there's a lot of songs that just sound like it's just another Tupac song. I don't know. So you're gonna tell me at least
Hit 'Em Up sounds like Dear Mama?
No. Not with his mainstream shit. I'm talking about his like underground shit, like the songs that weren't mainstream, like his other albums that came out. That shit all sounds the same with Pac. When you look at Biggie, at least each song was different.
See, I would say the opposite.
And I think because Biggie
always had the same flow.
Biggie was quality over quantity.
No, Biggie
You're telling me Big Papa and Juicy was the same? No, they're different. He
the
was
flow
swing-
was pretty similar though.
because that's just his style, though.
But that's what I'm saying is he never differentiated his flow. Sure, the beat was different, but every rapper can have a different beat because they're not the ones who make the damn beat.
Puffy Daddy. No,
Oh, yeah, but-
I don't think you listen to Biggie. Look at Give Me the Loop. Give Me the Loop was a very fast song. He's very rapping fast, very aggressive. And you listen to Big Papa, laid back, very smooth. They're different songs.
What do you think about new Eminem? My mind doesn't get
So
off that.
what was it?
What
was the album called again? I don't remember. Recovery.
Revival. I'm still looking at Revival reviews because it's just like I don't know how to feel about it.
I don't
myself.
even need to look at reviews. Like, I got all the songs downloaded to my phone. And like Believe comes on, and I skip it right away.
See, Believe is one of the good ones.
I don't like Believe.
That's because you're into old school hip hop. Believe is a modern day hip hop song. That is a song.
River was
that
good.
Matches today's
I
style.
like River. I liked.
Yeah, River was good.
Walk on Water.
Oh, I didn't like.
I liked A Rose and there's one more.
A Rose. What was the one before it?
Rose is the one where he's like on his deathbed, right?
Yeah, and the one before it was
Castle, something on the castle.
Both of them were amazing. They should have been one song.
I don't know, but it doesn't compare to like old Eminem, like Marshall.
Castle does. Castle even had the old layered voice that he usually had.
But it still doesn't compare to any things from the Marshall Mathers LP
Oh yeah,
or Slim Shady LP.
Are you serious?
So you like Revival?
As a whole album, I'm not sure, but Castle and A Rose were on par with some of
Those
the
songs
best
were
Eminem
they're
songs
great.
ever.
I love the Rose.
No,
The Rose
they're
is
not just
emotional.
great. I would put them probably in top 10 Eminem songs ever.
I don't know.
I would 100%. And especially
Rose-
if you
A
group them
Rose
as one
maybe.
song.
A Rose-
Yeah, but you have to group them as one song because you can't listen to A Rose without knowing the Castle part of it. Like, you can switch to it after you've heard them both, but you have to listen, at least once you have to listen to them
Did you hear
both
the
at same-
Chlorespect remix, like where he just calls out people?
Chloroseptic?
What was it called?
Chloroseptic.
Chlorespect, whatever. I don't
Chloroseptic.
whatever it's called. Basically calls out like people discussing the review. I think he's kind of come back with one more album, like hard.
Chloroseptic remix was great. Lyrically, it was fantastic. And
what was
I
the
was
album-
so happy that 2 Chainz was on it.
What was the album before this? Marshall Mathers LP 2?
Yeah.
And that was a lot better in my opinion.
Chloroseptic 2, though, like, were you listening to it and kind of going like,
It was fun.
he doesn't understand why people hate Revival. It's not because they looked at the artist and the featured guests and stuff. That's not why they hated it. They listened to it. He acted like nobody listened to it.
Yeah.
He acted like they just looked at the album songs and went, I'm not going to listen to
It
this
was
anymore.
a fun. Okay, and that was a fun song to listen to the first time, but it's not a song I could listen to over and over again.
Chloroseptic remix?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been listening to that on
I can, man. No, it.
No,
You know why? Because
like
2 Chainz. I don't like 2 Chainz. I don't think he fits on the album or the song.
2 Chainz verse was lyrically great, but like it sounded like he did it
I don't get
a
this. I don't.
speaker.
Okay, maybe I'm being ignorant. I just don't get the appeal of modern rap or like the top 40 rap, where it's like just the high pitch mumble rap. I don't get it. What's the
All right,
fun?
well,
in that? I like Kendrick Lamar. I like Schoolboy Q. We talked about this. I just don't. I don't get the mainstream shit like
Gucci Gang,
Kodak
Gucci Gang,
Black
Gucci Gang.
and Lil Pump. Like I don't. What's the appeal there? Please explain to me.
It's simplistic. It dumbs everything down. It's easy
I
to
get
listen
it.
to.
Young
it's
kids.
catchy. It just nails into your head. Did you see the video? I'll show you it after this. But there's a video of like a grade school dance, like a grade 5 dance or something, and they're all jumping and singing along to Gucci Gang. And I'm like, they're like 10. The lyrics are like, my bitch love cocaine.
Yeah, seriously, that's like the
bitch, I
main
don't even
thing.
know her name.
I don't get it, man. I don't get the appeal, and that's it. I read a tweet once where it was just like,
And the kid
you
who
wanna be
made
a-
that song is 17 years old.
He's younger than
Where
us.
is his mother? Like, what? How is he allowed to do
he
this?
is an irresponsible teenager,
Honestly,
and I don't appreciate it.
like when I was in school, we were all smoking pot, but like we weren't doing coke and Percocets and shit. Like,
Man, you know that's the worst. Like, okay, I don't want to get all political now, but like modern rap, like the way it's glorizing the I can't even speak. Glorifying fucking the use of Xanax and lean and all that shit. That shit is killing.
what's the one?
Two modern rappers died this past month because of lean and Xanax.
Yeah,
Little Peep and
Well, that was a month
another
ago.
rapper. I'm not too sure. They died from lean.
Like, there's a Future song where he just keeps repeating like Molly Percocets. Something
Literally,
like
I get Future and Designer. I
don't get it.
I get every rapper mixed up. The Future, Designer, Little Pump, Little Easy, Kodak. I don't fucking even know that. Little this, little that, little fucking Rascals. I don't fucking know.
Everybody says that, but like 2002, I remember everybody was a little something. Like,
No, man. There's what, Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, Lil Flip, Lil Flipper.
Yeah, but you had guys like Chingy, Jaquan,
I miss
Little
Chingy.
John. Oh shit, that's another little.
Yeah.
Yo, Chingy, underrated rapper right there.
100%
I was
underrated
listening to Right There on the way here. Great song.
No, Holiday Inn was my shit. Right there was up there. And One Call Away with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Oh,
Remember when Jamie Foxx
was like, yeah, fucking, what was it? Gold Digger. That was like, he had the big part of that. The Ray Charles impression. Hey, that's another thing. Old Kanye compared to new Kanye. You're gonna tell me old Kanye isn't better than new Kanye?
Oh no, but that's not old school rap. But new Kanye is just
Okay,
like
so what do you? Okay, maybe old school rap isn't the best way to describe it. I like
90s rap.
I like rap 2006 and behind. Anything after 2006, I just can't vibe to.
Okay, but 2006 is modern rap.
But they're so like those were maybe okay. But also I was in grade school at that time, so maybe I was just growing up to it. Like Lollipop from Lil Wayne, that shit is fire.
That was 2007.
Well, maybe I'm a fan of modern rap after all.
Apparently. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess I should say early 90s to late 90s. Other than Eminem.
Even that though, those are like those songs. Even like the one hit wonders compared to like new rap songs, they're better.
No.
Yes, man.
No.
Yeah.
Name any early 90s song that's better that's not Rakim, Tupac, or Biggie.
Anything from NWA, anything from Ice Cube,
See, NWA is
Snoop
like...
Dogg and Dr. Dre. Those were the early 90s.
I've never liked Snoop Dogg.
You know,
that
you
much.
got Eazy-E.
Easy.
You got Wu-Tang Clan. You got fucking KRS-One. You got...
Alright, off topic. Wu-Tang Clan, seen them live, not great.
You stop that right now.
They're not great live.
Wu-Tang, I don't care if they're live. Wu-Tang Clan is one of the greatest rap groups of all time.
I couldn't understand them because they were just screaming at the microphone
That's
the
what's-
entire time. It was like they weren't even following the beat. Like it was awful.
I never seen,
saw them at Riot Fest
that's
in
pretty cool that you
Chicago.
saw them live, though. I've never seen them live.
I've seen
who?
Wu-Tang live.
But
I've
who?
seen
Like all Wu-Tang?
all of them. It was the whole thing. It was a whole group.
When was this?
Riot Fest 2014 or 15.
Well, old Daddy or Dirty Bastard wasn't
And
there.
they were.
He was dead.
It was them.
Of course,
The next year, I saw Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube.
I saw
Ice Cube was fantastic. Snoop Dogg was terrible.
I saw Eminem and Eminem and Jay-Z at the concert in 2010, and he brought all D12. You know who sounds really bad live?
Who?
50 Cent.
I believe that.
I was so disappointed from
I believe
that.
He's a businessman now. He's not so much a rapper.
No,
He's-
Vitamin Water, man. That's what he's making all his money from.
Did you see the news article that 50 Cent is 100 times richer now because he had a bunch of Bitcoin that he didn't even know he invested in like 2009. He just found out he had a bunch invested in Bitcoin. Now he can sell it.
One of the luckiest. Like he got shot 9 times and got successful because of the way he speaks now.
Who was the one?
He got shot in the
one
jaw.
comedian said he's been shot 9 times, and if he tells me one more time,
He's getting shot for 10. That's an old thing. That was a big thing. Fucking 50 Cent. He was a... Okay.
I love his personality. I don't think his music's that great.
After Get Rich or Die Trying, he went downhill quality.
What did he do after that? There was Candy Shop, and
I
then
think
what else?
the only song that appeals afterwards was Crack a Bottle.
Yeah, but that wasn't 50 Cent. That was Eminem.
But I think he had the best
I love
verse
that
on
one.
that song.
Money ain't a thing when you party with me.
There you go.
That was a good.
Crack a Bottle. That was a good song. I don't know. I don't really
Do you
know.
consider 50 Cent old school or new school rap?
He would be new school, but like he's still in the era where I enjoy him.
I would.
Because, like I said, 2006 behind.
So you would consider him
and that was
new
what,
school?
That was what,
Because
2001?
Get Rich or Die Trying came out in 2002 or 2003, and
So-
you said before 2006 would be old school to you.
Yeah. Well, I don't like using old school. I just think that's when rap was still at its prime.
Oh, I'll give you that. Yeah.
And it's
before
funny because
2006 was prime.
rap is as big as it's ever been now.
Oh yeah, it's never been bigger.
I don't see the appeal.
It's the beats. It's 100% the beats.
But they're so obnoxious, man.
It's not the lyrics. Back in the day, it used to be about the lyrics before the beat, but now it's the beat before the
rap
lyrics.
is so repetitive nowadays. I don't get the.
But that's the point.
It's not.
It just people like their shit dumbed down. That's always been the
It's
case.
just stupid teenagers. I feel like I don't know. That's not fair to say. That's not fair to say. That's not fair to say. I don't
It's
know.
everyone.
But like you go to a nightclub, You hear Gucci Gangster, you vibe a bit, but then when like fucking Montel Jordan, this is how we do it.
All right, but
comes on.
I think we live in a nightclub generation where nobody really cares about music outside the club. So the reason why they listen to this kind of music is because it reminds them of being in the club, being in this atmosphere where you just jump up and down and you feel happy.
It's a fair point.
So that's it. It's just repetitive nature. You don't have to pay attention.
But you don't get a store.
Why would you go to a club and pay attention to lyrics?
And I hate to say that I hate modern rap, like, because I love Kendrick Lamar. I said that. I love Damn. That was a fantastic album. I love anything from Schoolboy Q. Those two really come to mind.
I'm
mostly.
a huge advocate of design.
I like T Grizzly. You don't, apparently.
I hate T.
And it's funny. I love that. He's a new rapper, and I actually like T Grizzly. You hate him.
He sounds like he raps into a built-in microphone.
I like his flow. I think he's pretty good.
No,
he sounds old school.
He doesn't. He sounds like he makes the rap before the beat, which I'm sure a lot of rappers do. But like,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
They at least kind of match their flow to the beat, and he just sounds like he already has the raps made up, and it's just like he records it, and then somebody adds the beat after. Like that's how I describe his flow.
Fair enough.
But like, I like the dumbed down rap. I like Designer. Panda was a great song.
Okay. It's fun. I love like going to a club and like hearing that shit.
But what else can you ask from music?
What do you don't listen to it on your day off? Like,
music is supposed to make you feel something, and you just said it feels fun.
It depends on the setting, though. You know, if that's the only shit that's playing on a radio when you're driving to like work, I don't want to hear that when I'm driving. I want to hear something like a story. I want to hear something that makes me feel something appealing. I don't know. It doesn't give me much.
Because you should be paying attention to the fucking road.
And in my opinion, the fun songs from the the fun songs from the 90s are a lot more fun than the songs you get now. Fucking anything from Salt and Peppa Shoop, that's a better rap song than anything you hear today.
The only 90s rap that I think matches up to Eminem and Kendrick Lamar of today's rap, Outkast. Outkast was ahead of their time.
Outkast is fantastic.
They're ahead. No. They weren't just good. They weren't just fantastic. They were ahead of their time. ATLians sounds like it should have been released. That's what
I'm trying to say with Rakim. He was big in the 80s, but he was rapping like 90s or 2000 rappers were rapping.
Rakim was 90s rap.
Huh?
Or whatever it was, 80s. 90s.
No, he was not.
He was
80s rap. 80s rap was very basic, very A-B rap structure.
He was ahead of his time in the sense that, like, yeah, he fit into 90s rap, but
that's what I mean.
He wouldn't fit today.
That's a shame.
Like, he would probably fit. He would probably mesh into today's
music.
music.
I don't know why you don't even like. It's Rakim. He's
like listen to Big Boy. Listen to Big Boy. He just released an album not too long ago, and it's fantastic.
It was his birthday like 2 days ago.
It's the newest album is fantastic.
Okay.
He fits into the day, and they're only like
I know Outkast.
They're only like 38, 39. Like they were young when Outkast was big. They were like 19, 20.
You know, song really just killed. Like I love. Roses. It's not really like a traditional rap song.
Roses really smell like poo poo poo.
It's just a fun jam.
The thing about that album was it was weird. I forget what the name.
It was It was Lover. What was it? Speaker Box versus Love Below.
And it wasn't an Outkast album. It was solo
basically.
albums.
It was like Big Boy's own stuff, and then Andre 3000. Well,
what did Big Boy come out with in that?
It was I like the way you move. Do do do.
That's it. And Andre had Hey Ya.
Well, Roses was both of them because Roses Big Boy had his own verse near the end. Like
that's the thing about Outkast is sometimes I can't tell who's rapping. Like you ever get that where you're just like I don't know if this is Big Boy or
I was listening to ATLians earlier and I was like, who's who again? I forget.
Yeah, especially the.
I think Andre's a little better though, but
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Big Boy is. What are we talking about? Are we talking about musically or rapping?
What do you mean musically and rap?
Because Andre is more artistic. He has
a better flow.
Musical side.
He's got a better flow than Big Boy.
Unless we're talking about rapping, then Big Boy has a better flow.
And I think Andre just sounds better. Big Boy sounds like another generic.
I'll give you that. I'll say Andre probably sounds better, but if we're talking rap skills, Big Boy.
I don't know about that.
100%.
Let us know.
And the best thing is,
let us know in the
Big Boy's still going. What has Andre done? What has he done?
You don't hear from Outkast anymore. You don't really hear from Andre.
It's not even Outkast, but you'd think they'd at least do solo projects, and Andre hasn't done shit.
No,
I think he's trying to do acting now. I think that's his main focus.
He was in a movie, I think.
Brothers.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. It had Tyrese Gibson in it, too.
Shit.
And Mark Wahlberg, I think.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Wait. That was like the Step Brothers movie, right? Where like the 4 different sons.
Yeah, well, no. They were foster kids. They were
and like the one dies. Wait, Andre 3000 was in that movie?
Yeah, I think so.
That was like 2006.
I might be wrong. Hold on.
Wait, I know Mark Wahlberg and Tyrese were in it. I don't know about Andre 3000. I know like
I have to look it up.
Brothers. It's called
Was it called Brothers even?
Or Step Brothers.
No. Brothers was a 2009 film. Shit.
No, Step Brothers. It's called Step Brothers.
It wasn't Step Brothers. It wasn't a comedy movie.
No, Step Brothers is a comedy movie.
Let me see.
Type in Mark Wahlberg
I'm just
Brothers.
gonna look at Andre 3000's filmography.
He was in Scary Movie 4.
Four Brothers. That's what it's called.
Brothers.
Yeah.
He was
Look at this picture. It's Andre 3000, Tyrese Gibson, and Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know who the fourth guy is, but I remember him dying in the end.
Yeah, he died.
But fuck, I totally forgot Andre 3000 was in this
Garrett
movie.
Hedlund. Who the hell is that?
Harry. What was that one movie?
He's handsome.
He is very handsome.
Didn't look handsome in the Four Brothers.
No, not at all.
What else has he been in? He's in shit.
He was in Peter Pan. Inside Llewyn Davis. That was a movie with what's fucking Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac.
2015 Peter Pan movie?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, it was pretty bad though.
I imagine.
Remember this movie though? Inside Llewyn Davis. Hey, Mr. Kennedy. Oh.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, Justin Timberlake. Great. Where were we at? An hour in? What did we talk about? I'm drunk. I know Matt's pretty drunk.
I'm always drunk.
This is a little trend on the bet. I don't like. Are we done? I don't know.
What bet do you want to do?
We need a new bet.
We do need a new bet. We still haven't done the old bet.
Well, technically, I'm gonna win that because it's been confirmed.
All right, think of a bet. You're the bet thinker.
You're a bet. No, it's your turn. I came with the bet last week.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. I win.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
All right. What's going on? Oh, Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're recording on Saturday, February 3rd. So Super Bowl will be on the 4th.
Yeah, we'll upload this tomorrow. But okay, who's your team? Do you even know who's playing?
Patriots and Eagles, right?
Yeah,
The Philadelphia Eagles. Here's why.
I call Eagles. No, I want to get. I call it dibs. No goes.
Fine,
I'm getting Eagles.
Okay, I'll take Patriots.
There we go.
Here's the reason: Tom Brady.
I want Tom Brady to lose so bad.
Okay.
I hate Tom Brady. Did you hear about the whole shit that he pulled this year? So he has a father-son relationship with his coach.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way I understand it anyways. I'm not following it that hard, but... Oh, I'm tapping the desk again. So he has a father-son relationship with the coach. And the offensive coordinator hired a backup quarterback that's supposed to take his place when he retires because he's 41, 42. And they just want to have that backup plan in case he gets injured or anything like that because he's old. He can get injured really easily. So anyways, he finds this out and makes a huge fuss over it to the head coach.
Disgusting.
And says, I will not play if we have this guy on this team because he sees him as a threat.
Shit.
The irony is, Tom Brady got his career, well, not his career start, but like he was a backup quarterback to whoever it was when he started out. The main quarterback injured himself. Tom Brady won a bunch of games, and the coach basically said, "Oh yeah, he's our main quarterback now."
He's kind of like the
that's
best.
why he's threatened.
But isn't he like the
same shit happened?
I don't know much about football. He's like the best player in the world, though, right? He's like the LeBron James or the Ronaldo.
The nice thing about football is like
football?
The nice thing about football
American
is that you can't have like a single best person.
No, yeah, it's every
team
team sport, right? It's not fair to say.
But like if you have a shitty team, you're not like Matthew Stafford.
What do you think about Blake Griffin on the Pistons?
Didn't they spend a bunch of resources doing that? Like, anyways, we have to go to bet.
Yeah. So what's the stakes here? So I say Patriots are gonna win. You say Eagles.
Eagles, yeah.
So what are the stakes? What does the loser have to do?
Oh, that's a good question.
Maybe like sing a song next week on the podcast.
Ooh, I like that.
Like just like a little like improvised song about how the other person's right.
We have to make a rap about the other person being better than the loser.
Like a 1 minute rap,
just a bunch of compliments shooting out, saying
right at the beginning.
Yeah.
All right, let's shake on that.
All right, so that's our bet. So that's the Hate Debate podcast for this week.
Yeah, a little
if you've listened all the way through, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry about like we're kind of all over the place this time. We're a little drunk, but
Peter, never apologize.
Never. Yeah, that's right. We just Philbin will never apologize for a good show. We appreciate you listening to all this. It's a little different format compared to last week. We're just trying something new.
Shut up. Okay, so here's what we want from you guys.
We want
you have
feedback.
any, shut up.
We want
Shut
feedback.
up. If you have any ideas of what topics you want us to cover next week, just put them in the comments, and we will argue and maybe fist fight over those topics.
I will beat them.
So, signing out, it's Floor Matt and
Big Pete, Peter, you know.
see you next week, folks.
Thank you for listening.